Hey guys, my GeoPrism here has a check engine light on, so I'm going to scan it with this nifty little scan tool and find out what the code is, and then we'll see what needs to happen next. So I've got the scan tool plugged into the car down there, and you can see the code is P0133. So I googled the code P0133 and found out that it was an oxygen sensor, sensor 1, bank 1. When we look under the hood here, this is a 4-cylinder. Here's the exhaust manifold right there, real hot still, but that's bank 1. There's only one bank because if you have a V6 or V8, then there's two different exhaust manifolds. Bank 1 is the one with the number 1 cylinder, which you could look up. And sensor 1 is just the first sensor closest to the engine. There's another one down, further down the exhaust pipe near the catalytic converter. That'd be sensor 2. When you're shopping for these things, it's important to know how many prongs your plug has. You can see this one right here just has 2 little metal prongs. When you're looking at them online, it'll say 2, 3, or 4 prongs. Older cars have 2. That's what this one has. So here's a replacement oxygen sensor. We'll put this in and see if that solves the problem. So I'm going to grab just this 3/8 ratchet and a little oxygen sensor adapter. This little slit right here allows the wire to slide through, so you can stick it on there and tighten it down or loosen it up. I'm going to use that to take it off and put one back on. But if you can't get it off with this thing, because this socket's a little bit weaker than a full socket that's all the way enclosed, you can cut the cord and just get a deep well socket on there, and that'll work too for getting it off. But you obviously can't do that when you're putting one on. We also need the torque wrench. There it is. That exhaust pipe's going to be really hot unless you let your car cool down for a little bit. You want to make sure to do that, otherwise you'll melt your face off. So the first step is going to be to unplug the connector up here. Since I've been soaking this thing with penetrating oil, it shouldn't be too hard to get out, so let's give it a shot and see how tight it is. Oh, not bad at all. So now I'm going to use the anti-seize compound that comes with the part. Just put a little bit on the threads and spread it around. Don't need too much. Now we're just going to thread in the new part. Now we're going to torque it down to 46 foot-pounds. Always remember to turn this back to 0 when you're done using your torque wrench. There's that click. Next we'll plug the plug back in. You want to make sure that wire is away from hot things like the exhaust manifold or the radiator. Hear it click. And our final step is to clear the engine light and see if it comes back on.